to survive, how many have died climbing free. Thankfully I see pathways end, regal sight, end of my journey, hope again. Though my body is tortured, I'm still so alive. I have made it through this. Dreams sustain me, the truth I cannot deny. I am free.
Good evening, folks. How are we all doing today? Right, well, apologies for the belated start there. I got caught up doing something, well, filling up my drink, if I'm honest, and some other stuff that came up. Right, where are we? What are we doing? Why are we doing? I just want to check something that has updated to 1080p. We are now officially in 1080p, because I noticed the other day that every single video I've done recently has been in 720. I thought, wonder why that is. And it turns out that my FPS setting was too low. And Steam, Twitch was like, okay, cool, you're not streaming at exactly 60 FPS, 720p, fuck you. So, now we're not. Now we're at 1080. And I don't know how long that's been going on. Hold up. Right. Back to fill drink. And now we can play the game, which apparently at this point has no audio. There we go. So, welcome in. This is Really Retro. We are going to be playing some Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. You got a new hat today. Has Jimbo stolen it already? Made it on time for this one. Maybe I do need a life or a hobby. Yeah, you do. You certainly do. You certainly do. What is the new hat? I would like to see your hat. Right. So, what happened in the last one? We died. I imagine it's going to give us a recap anyway.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? As such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I found the tomb of Sarafan, Kain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could we not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer.
Sit down.
Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nazgul from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are open, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic?
Ooh, that's going to stink.
Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours. You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds. Completely.
Such a good bad guy. And even pontificating, you're like, oh, motherfucker. He's got a Yoshi hat. Nice. And thus we thrust ourselves into the stream of time. So yeah, pretty concise. Howdy do.
Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Who this? Is that Mobius?
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more
I hate that.
apt.
I always hate where. No, when are we?
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands.
This is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated.
Not a vampire.
Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
Oh,
Are you so certain of that, Mobius?
not won't. Don't.
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain, some 30 years from now.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
Came for you twice.
How is it that you know my name?
Omniscience.
Met.
On
You
the
know his.
contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race.
Wow, alright.
He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you.
You say, this is Mobius. Like,
Even now,
you don't fuck with Mobius,
Kain
man.
is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course.
I mean, you could just
They're no
explain
match
it.
for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do.
Right.
All great movements
Yo, dudes. I'm your leader.
require
This is an ally.
art.
Don't touch him, he won't touch you. On your way. Fuck.
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered.
Okay. Right. Let's see if we can remember the controls. Let's look at our glide. Look around. How do I can shift to the Nether Realm, where we have our Soul Reaver still. Map. Okay, cool. So, that does now, the cutscene has gone, seem a little loud. Let's turn that down. Right. Let's have a look at the images then, shall we? So, we've got Varador's initial betrayal. No, that's not. That's him reaving the land, I suppose. I don't think that's the Pillar Guardian. Is that his betrayal of Kain? Looks we were wearing white, not green. I don't think I actually recognize most of these. Okay. So we've got 3 ways out. One is the crystallized time chamber. One is the non-crystal time chamber. Can we use this in any way? Doesn't look like it. And then we have the front door. Can we... Oh, we have 2 separate attack buttons in this one. Okay. I think I'm in retro visuals. Oh yeah, so I am. Must have switched it without realizing. Right. Now we have an axe. Come at me, motherfuckers! Gotcha. There's also a free cam. I remember the free cam from the first game. I can't remember how to use it, but I remember needing it a couple of times. I remember that the free cam was very useful. And I have a broadsword. You think I'm a vampire? The lock-on range isn't that good. Oh! Oh, his head's off! Boop. Off with his head! Wasn't there a throw as well? Okay. Suppose we should check all the rooms. Ooh, okay, you're a sweep attack. Okay, so you can just juggle them with this one. Thing in there. I think I might grab the halberd. Oh, you can just put it on the floor. But I'm sure there was a throw. Yeah, okay, there we go. Got it. Open sesame!
Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Kain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
Hello. Oh, okay. That doesn't lock up. I didn't pick it up. Okay, fucked it up. Hello. Give me a second. I just need to get that. Thank you. I like how the lock-on just doesn't sometimes. Aha! So this is back in time then. This is earlier than when we were recreated as a vampire by the sound of things. Sword seems better simply because you don't lose it when you kill something. Can we phase? I mean, must be in spectral, so I guess we can phase. Where's that? Cool, so we seem to have kept all our vampire abilities that we stole from our brethren.
Away from the influence of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered, did the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
The Reaver is of vampiric origin. Fairly obvious. Well, every single time, I just lose the Reaver instantly. Make a human jump into the air by using your feet in combat. I don't think he jumped. Ooh, got it. Give me that. Right. Nope, that didn't work. That didn't work either. Okay. Son of a bitch. Thank you for the sword. Ow. I said thank you for the sword. Oop. Alright, let's get you. And last but not least... Oh. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, that hurts. And as with these games, where they usually go, I'm not very good at combat. Yeet! Where's my soul Reaver? Okay. I don't think I was quite at full health. That's what caused that. If I pick up a sword, I lose the soul Reaver, but obviously I can then throw the sword. Weapons fade in this one? Or did I kill her somewhere else? She had a... a halberd. Where's that gone? Much better throwing weapon. Right. I suppose we should have a look around everywhere. This is a puzzle platformer, after all. Should be looking for things. Relative controls suck. Nah. Nommy nommy nom.
As I neared the stronghold's inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel.
Oh, don't.
As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with each step. So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Mobius's crusade. I was reminded of Kain's journey as a fledgling vampire, how Mobius coerced him to travel back in history and assassinate William, thus igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth. And here I discovered the source of the displacement. The soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Kain. I had not thought such a thing was possible, until of course Kain shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus, the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me, became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade, embracing its twin, its mirror self. The Reaver's long-dormant spirit was now fully aroused, and for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity, willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leached to restore the blade.
And thus the loop completed.
But the Reaver knew better than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control. What have you done to me, Mobius? Is this your trap?
How might?
Listen!
Don't forget it was Kain who led you here, not I.
Hey, sure.
Curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you. Kain laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more durable than you, old man. Bound together as they are, I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg you to stay your hand. This was none of my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you?
Yep.
You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Kain, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Yes, the wheel of fate demands it.
What did you say?
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same God, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take that risk.
I tire of your games.
I thought he was going to do it.
Now that I know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with you. Kain is waiting for me.
Go then, Raziel. Seek Kain out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve. You, who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
Okay.
My soul, you almost had me, my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that.
I could now summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength.
Nice.
But once summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
Oh. Okay. And my health has dropped significantly. I now have way less health. How do I... Ah, okay. Tap twice to summon the Soul Reaver. Twice again to put away. Okay. We now have a Soul Reaver. Yes, I grew up with the original game. I grew up with Blood Omen. So this is my first playthrough of Soul Reaver. I'm familiar enough. We played the first one last year, I think. There's only one more to go, and that's Defiance after this. Come hither. Let me consume thee. So, what we should do is have a look at the map. That doesn't help. That does not help at all. That's just a map of Nosgoth. I was hoping for something a little more intricate. So I don't actually know where to go. Hello? Yes, Blood Omen 2 is the one I'm looking forward to. But, I forget that there's 5 games. Yeah, alright. Okay, can't do that. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Also, is my health slowly draining? I hope there will be a 6, yes. Though, to be honest, I would actually much prefer a proper remake of Blood Omen 1 than than another game. I would love to see... I mean, GOG's obviously done a remaster, but I would love to see a full remake using whatever engine they use for 6. You're not going to let me travel through time yet, are you? No, it's going to be something we unlock later. Because, genuinely, Blood Omen is one of my favourite games of all time. It is probably top 5. My health is definitely going down on its own. Just because I have the Soul Reaver, even though I don't use it, my health still depletes. Ascendance I don't know if I'm interested in, to be honest. I'll have a look at Ascendance, but I don't know if I'm going to be too bothered by it. I did see someone say it's weird that they're doing a Metroidvania. I'm like, bitch, have you played the other games? They're all Metroidvanias. Some of them are 3D. Okay, I am at full health. Hello? Oh, hello, Sonny. Yeah, my health is definitely going down. So we are not on a time limit, but there is certainly shenanigans to be had. Is that the only door out? Haven't managed to find a way through there yet. Okay. So there was a way you could put that down, which is kind of cool. Come hither. Not a real door. And that's where we got the Reaver from. So what am I missing? Not even a puzzle and I'm already stuck. Maybe I just need to open that door while in physical. Tap, grab that. It's really annoying that it moves them out of your range. Do that. Let's open that. Apparently you don't like this one. Gods hate this one simple move. Right. We came from here. There's something in here I missed. Guessing he won't let us back into the Reavers, into William's chamber. No, that's locked down. Can't do anything with that.
So this was the legendary Janos Ordrin, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villagers below. His reign of terror ended when the Sarafan finally hunted him down and
More grain?
his throbbing heart from his still living body. This relic came to be known as the
Heart of Darkness.
and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife.
You did, I remember.
Sarafan therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Sarafan, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
Yes, the Heart of Darkness was very useful. It saved my life many, many times. It was a very generic item back in the OG game. I guess we're searching for that this game. One thing I might do is just do that. Because it has been a bit that the voices are quiet. Oh, hello. It's been a bit that the voices are quiet and that the music is loud at the moment. Oh, that was on me. It doesn't seem to... The dodge doesn't seem to leave you in range of the enemy, which is kind of frustrating. I also missed the generic there at range, just throw it you could do, which was nice for killing off weaker ones.
Strange how how my history came full circle. This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Sarafan brethren and myself. All
Melchiah.
of us martyred here. And then so cruelly profaned by Kain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses. For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, and what a vile phantasm I had become. And a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Kain and destroy him.
Hey. Do you mind? Ow. Oh, God. Bitch. Lock on, Raziel. Why are you turning around? Oh, the controls need to decide whether they're relative or not. Because sometimes I'm pressing left and he's going left. Sometimes I'm pressing left and he's going away. It's really annoying. So, who we got? Rahab. Grell. Me. Zephon. People Brox, I'm assuming. Dumar, he was the youngest. And Melchiah, he was the big dude. Right, so it said that there was a chamber above us. That's the wrong way. Guess we go this way. Though we probably should phase. Feed yourself 30 times. See if there is any screwery in here. Weird that there was no return to life portal down there. Here one. Thought I could. The door we came in. Oh, it's that, right? Okay, so there should be one here, right? Kind of has to be, otherwise you can't complete the game if you get knocked into the spirit realm. Longest stairs ever. Then I assume the other door is pretty much 180. No. Is it a weird angle? I should knock you into the spirit realm, stupid pilot guy. Send you to the shadow realm. How about that? Yeah, I thought. Freedom!
I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality, and I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Kain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Kain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Kain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
Okay. First of all, can we swim? I'm sure we learned the ability at the end of the last game. Yes. Oh, but it's awkward swimming. Right, okay. No, why are you diving down? I said go forward. There was a way to... There we go.
I did not yet possess the means to unlock this barrier, but this enigmatic symbol was clearly the key.
Okay, we need a gem, I guess, with that on it. Was Zephon the brother who was the water swimmer? Dude. I already figured that out.
As I passed this arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
Oh, really? So we can die in the spirit realm now? Okay, well that's new. That couldn't happen in the previous game. I feel like I need to use like a flamethrower or something to light these beacons. Do I go exploring under here, or do I just head for the surface? Okay, so if you press a direction while on the surface, you just... If you press forward, sorry, while on the surface, you just go under. But if you hold X, you go forward. Something over there. Okay, Raziel, you do that, buddy. This, however, ridiculously slow. Again, I feel like I need to light them somehow. Okay. Nummy, nummy, num. Right, get rid of you. Aha. I think that might be where we came in. Yes, it is. Get rid of all of you. See if that helps anything. There's a door there. Yeah, it's a cool idea that you have multiple ways to explore the same world. It does cause me some confusion though, because I get confused. I can't remember where I need to be, or what I'm doing, or what day it is. That's a dead end. Excuse me, coming through. Okay, maybe up there. Line ourselves up and head for those doors, and then go up. Bye, suckers. So you're faster underwater, but you can't see shit. Yeah, that looks promising. There we go. Shrine to the Reaver.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul, and thus create a milestone to which I could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
Save point. Roger that. Let's have we do our high jump. So, this should open the door. If I hit it properly and don't... What am I doing? Oh, it's so frustrating. Boop. Nope. Okay. So we're going up here then. High jump.
While I had only just escaped the stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place. Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
Okay, thanks for the... You can just go now, you don't need to be here. Mine. Give me that. Thank you for your noble sacrifice. I appreciate it.
Seize him!
What weapon have you got? You got a goddamn gun. I want a gun. Oh, I want a gun. Whoop. Yeet. One of you noticed me and come over here. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Alright, let's try and make sure the other one doesn't. Oh. You got yourself stuck on a mountain, buddy. Bye. I found a little button that works. It's called triangle. Didn't mean to do that. Excuse me, mister. Can you have me pike back? That is a... God, what were they called from Nosgoth? From the game Nosgoth, not this. That's a one of the Sisterhood. The deceit, the deception, cloud your mind, that kind of thing. I don't know what they were called. Yeah, dog, bad dog. No biscuit. That's his diss. A vampire altar, maybe? Didn't trigger anything. There's one. This guy learned my trick. Right. You were a pain in my arse. Give me that. Right. Let's go find wherever we need to be. The fuck was that? A gargoyle or something? Seen a couple of things shift out. Why was he a pain in my arse? He hurt me. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Gotta fuck this up. Oh, it's ravens. That means it's dude from start. Okay. The one who gave me the powers in the first place. Oop. Ow, bad dog. Okay, I still think the sword is better. It's just so much faster and more responsive. I still can't activate those yet. We need some sort of sunbeam, I imagine. Yeah, look, they when you startle them, they fade into that green magic-y shite that the guy did. Not Mobius, the other one. I think it was his name. Yep, Raziel, he's behind you, my brother. You're locked on, you're supposed to face that way.
These vampires had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I left behind in Kain's derelict empire. They seemed to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believed that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
It was Kain's way of... Well, it was a method. I don't think it was his intent, but it cleared the way for his vampiric spawn.
Taste my blade, vampire!
A different breed of vampire, I suppose. Again, why did it lose lock on? Give me your head. Okay, so are we still escaping here, or are we going further in?
The pillars of Nosgoth.
Pillars.
Pristine, whole, and uncorrupted. I had never beheld them in this undefiled state, yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
Yes, you can.
I know you're there, Raziel.
Mobius led me to you, Kain, though I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me? Mobius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kain. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Things can be
Would I
two things.
better manipulated by you, Kain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Kain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
Did you grant me
I
one?
recall no such courtesy from you.
Thank you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, the Balance Guardian, is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these pillars.
Bound here by your refusal to die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
My God.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nupraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nupraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including me.
Interesting.
The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the circle, then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Kain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? We both know there's no altruism in this pursuit. Your reckless indignation led you here. I counted on it. There's no shame in it, Raziel. Revenge is motivation enough. At least it's honest. Hate me, but do it honestly.
God, he's such a good bad guy.
Hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin. If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the pillars. But as the last surviving vampire in Nosgoth, this would mean the annihilation of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way, the game is rigged.
We agree then that the pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
Pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong
To you.
to us.
Oh, okay.
Your arrogance is boundless, Kain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Kain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Coin can always land on its edge.
Apparently so. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
So I didn't realize there was such a long gap between the murder of the council, the circle, and Kain's death. I thought that was like same day shit. I didn't realize there was 30 years between Ariel's
I
death.
didn't know what
Okay.
impulse stayed my hand.
So he died. He was
Why
born
I
the
had
day
so
she
willingly
died.
allowed Kain to escape me when I had pursued him for so long.
Willingly, he just
I had no
kind of
reason
vanished.
to trust Kain after he had valued me so little. And yet, I found myself intrigued by his words. I had been too cruelly used to so gullibly play his pawn. But if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
I think it's unfair to judge the voice acting of this by modern standards. I think that's very unfair. You look suspicious. But, you know, if you compare this to Claire Obscure, for example, of course this is going to pale by comparison. But it's a different style of narration rather than... It's a different style of storytelling. It's narration rather than experience. And honestly, I would probably argue that this is one of the best rated games of all time. The voice acting is sublime, the storytelling is brilliant, the acting is just absolutely on point, and they did a really good job of getting two people who sound almost Shakespearean in the way that they pontificate, do we say. So, yeah, I adore
From the moment of my arrival,
the casting in this game. It's so
the
good.
constant and palpable sensation of being watched. Someone, it seemed, was keenly interested in my presence here.
Someone? I wonder who. You've also got the side of things that's the good guy, arguably, is Raziel. And he has the deeper, the snide, the conniving voice. Whereas the bad guy is Kain, who's much more regal, pontificating. Oh, you wish to betray me, do you? So they've really got the juxtaposition of characters
From the look of it, this
nailed.
door had been sealed for centuries. I began to realize it was no mere coincidence that I found myself standing here, beneath this winged figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key.
Dun dun dun.
And so it was with a sense of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
Okay, so only a spirit Reaver could open that door, arguably. Oh, hello, you're new. don't think I'm going to be able to hurt without the Soul Reaver on, but I kind of want to try. Oh, okay, you can. Well, they have no soul with which to leech. Roger that. Have you had a read through the comic yet, Jerry? I know mine. I know it hasn't arrived yet, but I know some people got a digital and a physical. I went pure physical. I didn't get a digital one. Because I am really, really looking forward to reading the comic. Oh, well, just went down. All right. Kind of want to get the Reaver to fall. Yes, this is the PC version. You didn't buy the comic? Wow, I thought you'd have been straight on that. I thought you'd have been on the Kickstarter like a shot. I can't wait for my... I was so tempted to get the Kain mask with it. Like a realistic... No. Like a really realistic Kain mask and do a cosplay. But I didn't have 100 quid spare at the time. I was tempted with the Soul Reaver as well. You could get the original red, the traditional white, or the Soul Reaver, the Spirit Reaver blue. But they were like a really crappy foam.
I knew that no human
They weren't like.
could have shaped this place.
I know I wasn't expecting a
Perhaps
metal
it had
sword,
never been
but
seen by human eyes. The surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but beautiful, where mine were grotesque, and angelic, while mine were demonic. I tried to decipher these images. A great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries. The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered. And throughout the chamber, inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Kain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
So-
Lies, Raziel.
here he is.
Do not be deceived.
Ah, my ancient benefactor. And I dared to hope we had parted ways forever. Your silence was refreshing, but it lasted. No doubt you have a conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence here.
Do not be insolent, Raziel. I am eternally present here and everywhere, now and always.
All right,
I am the
jeez.
still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
But perhaps not so omnipotent as you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
This impudence is unworthy of you, Raziel. Do not forget that you have a task to fulfill here. You are indebted to me.
Indebted? You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed? Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored you to yourself, Raziel. It was Kain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me, my servant.
I serve no one. Not you, not Kain, and not your lackey Mobius.
Mobius is my good servant. I have many.
And if I tell Mobius that he's worshipping a giant squid, do you think his faith will falter?
You have grown willful, Raziel. But beware. To embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Kain is a sinuous beast. He will seduce and deceive you. You pride yourself on your free will, yet you let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity, nor anyone else's. In fact, I am beset by manipulation on all sides. I merely seek the truth.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate, the purifying cycle which sustains all life. Vampires are an abomination, a plague which leeches this land of its spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses. But the wheel must turn. Death is inexorable and cannot be denied. Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel. You are my soul Reaver, the scourge of the vampires, reaper of their apostate souls. Remain steadfast, end the vampire's parasitic curse, and restore Nosgoth. Kain's blood belongs on your hands.
Kain indeed deserves to die for condemning me to this repugnant form, but if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
Kain destroyed you without a flicker of remorse.
Because he knew what was going to happen when he did.
Tore the soul from your noble corpse, and after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim. Remember your rage, Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
Yeah, I mean, I still get the feeling that Kain knew what was going to happen. That's why when he saw the wings, he was like, oh, this is where it starts. Okay, right, so let's get him in the abyss. I'm also figuring that it was, you know, these things. If we're the Seraphim, then these would be the... What's the word? There's a specific word from the ones from above, the not quite angels. No, can't think of it. So they built the pillars to protect the balance of the world and set the cycle in motion. And I'm also kind of wondering if Mr. Squidly might be the soul that's trapped in Soul Reaver. You know, when he eventually escapes, he becomes this thing and starts the cycle over. It's a bit of a bootstrap paradox. Hello. I think I found a little secrety hole. Nephilim, thank you. Yes. Okay. Found something. No souls here to gather, though, so I might be going back to the spirit world soon. Kind of no point in fighting you things, really, if I can avoid it. Okay, and climb back up there. Hello. Whatever the fuck that is. Can't get under it, whatever it is. Yeah, I'll say at this point, all just theories. I don't actually know what's going on. feel like I'm supposed to drain the water out of here. Do things with those. Let's have a look in the spirit realm, shall we? Alright, buddy. Ooh, a big one. No, we don't. I don't think killing you guys is gonna make anything happen, but we'll give it a go. Pretty sure you guys just respawn, to be honest. Yeah, he just came back. What is this thing? Alright, Biggin. You just keep on your way. Some more of these. That feels like one on each side. Can we light these beacons in the spirit realm? That's something I've missed. To be or not. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't look like there is anything I can do here, at least not yet. We need to figure out how to activate those Triforce symbols. You. Wasn't there a button you could hold to just releasing? I'm sure there was a button combo you could hold to, like, launch yourself up, but I can't seem to see it now. I would think it would be the jump button, but that doesn't work. Whee! Okay, let's go back and see Mr. Squidly then. Raziel. Thank you. You've got to unlock your skills again. Can't be having late game moves already. Actually, no. Climbing was a skill we unlocked. Swimming was a skill we unlocked. The Soul Reaver is a skill we unlocked. It honestly, all of the skills like phasing through doors and stuff, we still have. It's just that there's new skills needed, so it's quite good in that respect. That they just kind of go, yeah, we're not gonna bullshit you and be like, oh yes, because you've traveled through time, you've had your powers stripped by Mobius's orbs because they were of vampire origin. So you've got to relearn them. They've been kind of generous with that and gone, keep all the stuff you used to, but go learn some new things as well. So I actually genuinely approve of that. That takes a lot of thought that most games don't put in. Golden Sun even didn't put that in. They were just like, yeah, you're a new party now, you got to relearn everything. Sometimes it feels like the ways they come up to make that happen are a bit convoluted. Right, riddle me this. I'm gonna put a request in place. Usually I say no spoilers, but for Metroidvanias, there's so much back and forth that if I have missed something story related, please feel free to be like, you're going the wrong way. Because just talking to that guy doesn't feel like the end of this. And so if I start to leave an area or progress past an area, and there's something specifically story related that I've missed, please feel free to be like, yo, go back. You've missed something. No need to tell me what it is. You can if you want. I'm not going to be too fussed about spoilers on this one, because again, Metroidvania, the spoiler is in the story, not in the gameplay. So if I am, and also if I, vice versa, if I'm spending time searching an area, feel free to be like, yeah, no, dude, you're done here. You can leave. Because there's a lot of time to be spent looking around in these places when you just don't need to. And with there being 2 realms to do so in as well, it can get a little tedious from what I remember from the last game. I enjoyed the last game. I hated the combat, and I'm starting to hate this one as well. Yeah, this would be more for people like Jerry and Wodan, who very, very clearly know the game. The game you all just lost, apparently, because I thought of it. Apologies. But anybody who does know, feel free to be like, yep, you're an idiot, leave. Actually, you know what? I haven't checked. I haven't been in spirit form in Squidly's face. Let's go and do that. Whee!
You would be wise to heed me, Raziel.
You can't remember. Okay, fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, this is not a mandatory, if you don't know, get the fuck out. This is, if you happen to see me struggling and know the answer is either you've missed something here or you've done everything here, carte blanche. You can just be like, move on, dude, or don't leave yet, you need to go back. It feels weird to come in here and not get an ability, is all I'm thinking. Feels very weird to come in here and not leave with a new power. The revelation of the pillars is all well and good, but this feels like I should have got something else. It's got to be in here if it is. On top of this. Really check that. Yeah, these things are... This feels like I need 3 powers to activate a 4th ability, a 4th function. This leads us to a chamber with another one, but nothing else that we could find. Yeah, it's the one part of Metroidvanias that puts me off Metroidvanias. Is the you have to remember everything. You like, it would be wise for me to go. Let's do it this way. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. It's not a guide I want. It's a notebook. And be like, right, okay, so here is all the beacons, for example. So we know that there's one in Lake outside Seraphim Keep, that kind of thing. And then have another note open that's like, Triforce symbol. 2 in Squidly room. That kind of thing. But the idea of sitting and doing that fills me with so much yuck that I just can't be bothered. Like, having to keep a note of every single little thing you've seen like that. It's not fun. Oh, hello. You're new. And you feel like a Reaver keyhole. Oh, you're that sun symbol. Doesn't seem to want to let me activate it, so I think I need to drain this place. Okay. The game has a map in that you can... Oh, you can actually go into... No, you can't. You can't go into the map any further than this, as far as I can see. Nosgoth maps have always been ridiculously useless. That. Yeah. Okay, now I'm up here. Let's convert back to Shadow Realm. And eat them souls, because they are nummy. Let's see if we can use the Reaver. Yeah, I think I've missed platform. Grab it. Good man, good man. Right. Can't press anything there. And with it being a Metroidvania, obviously you're supposed to go back and forward. You're supposed to, you know, go forward, find a new ability, come back here. Just, it's remembering where everything is. Where have we got a portal back? Because I did see something there that I want to check out. Hey, buddy. Enjoy. I'm out of here. Am I going to have to go all the way back to Squidly for a realm swap? No, there's one on the other side of this. I get lost in 2D Metroidvanias. You want me? That's kind of my point, Pilot Guy, that I'm the same. I struggle to remember where everything is, where every little, oh, I clearly need a missile to get through here, and I clearly need a triple laser to get through here, and I clearly need double jump to get up here. I struggle with that kind of thing. So in a 2D one, I'm bad. In 3D one, it's impossible. I forget everything. Oh, I did, for those of you who were around yesterday, I did have a word with the creators of the Resident Evil 2 Archipelago. I managed to have a word with the guys who were making it. And the reason that we kept missing and losing... Wait, wasn't there another thing here? The reason we kept losing medallions is that in the A scenarios, they're in a static location. You have to pick them up. So even if you've picked them up, they don't get added into the release pool. Which is why whenever we went back, we always were missing one. Oh, it's that way. I was looking at going this way. Which, looking at it, is the way I came in. So let's switch back to there. So yeah, so luckily, where it's located in Leon A and Claire A is... Yeah, this is actually backwards, not forwards. Is at the fire exit, where you interact with the B scenario for the first time. So it's on the way somewhere you have to go to avoid a soft lock. So the trick is just remember to pick it up. It's always going to be there. B-side, it shouldn't happen on. And the extra medallions you get, which I thought might be causing the problem, don't give you extra maiden medallion, only lion and unicorn. So essentially, what I need to do is remember as soon as I've got the spade key, the next pickup has to be the maiden medallion. So, health must be full. It is full. Health is full. Sliver of health away. So yeah, next time we do the RE challenge, we know what we have to do. We know how I fucked up, essentially. But hey, I never realized that the A-side scenarios were medallion locked. I didn't realize that they had a specific, oh, you have to go here kind of thing. Hey, Tib. So I think I leave here now. I've checked everything I could be bothered to check. I can't see anything else that instantly stands out as, hey, you missed this. No, that's not true. That's actually not true. That climbing wall I saw while in the Shadow Realm can't have been the same one I just used. It physically can't have been. It's too different. It's too far different. I need to find a way back there. God damn it, Raziel, stop that. Alley-oop. That's where the climbing wall we go up is. And the other one is on this side of the cavern. We're in a completely different chamber, so it physically can't be the same one. It's above here. So if we can find a way to get there without shifting spectral form... Yes, hello. Right, okay, so I just missed this part. Aha! See? Sometimes the brain do good. Yeah, back was the wrong way.
I surfaced into a very different landscape. The daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest. Here I discovered an ancient ruin, unmistakably one of Mobius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to break this seal, but I thought in time that I might.
God damn it. Hey, here's something for later, yet again. Okay, we've got that. You, sir, just walked into the swamp. Give me your sword.
Prepare to die.
Slice. I'm quiet. Your head. Come on, Raz, you can do it. Hello? That's just a normal door. Just a broken normal door. No Raptor!
So, my lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered, but I caught a glimpse of him, and his features were distinctive enough. This was the vampire
wrong one.
Vorador, the monstrous assassin depicted in the stronghold. Strange that a creature brazen enough to assault the circle single-handedly would avoid confronting me. Very well. If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him.
I mean, logically, I can't kill
First,
him.
I needed to find some means of reaching that terrace.
Yeah, logically, I can't kill him. Simply because we know Kain does. Hey, buddy. Yeah, okay. Not think there's anything that way. At this point, I'm kind of just following the signs.
Prepare to die.
That was Raziel's voice. That was the same voice actor as Raziel. Well, it's a save point. So let's do that. Okay, Blade hounds, whatever the hell you are, you're creepy. Bad dog.
The scourge is upon us!
Scourge doesn't give a fuck about you.
There appeared to be a passage here, leading northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach. Perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
It really is hammering in the... You've got to come back, you must come back, you can't do it yet, you got to go away. Okay. Ha! Can climb with the sword. Kind of wasn't expecting that, was it? Expected it to be like, nope, sorry, you got to do it without. Okay, nothing up there. I'm in your keep, stealing your shit. Lovely. Bye. No point in getting into fights I don't need
My lurking
to.
friend was nowhere to be seen, but I found these ruins even more intriguing. I recognized these arcane symbols from the chamber beneath the pillars, and realized that this shrine, too, was sealed to all but the bearer of the Reaver.
Dun dun dun. Okay. Yeet. No XP? Yep. The only reward from fighting is health. And as it takes time and I often lose health, it's probably not worth fighting. So this has the Reaver symbol, but also that sun symbol. Oh, you're going to be a problem. You're one of the trained vampire hunters. I recognize the armor. What are you? You a mummy? Your shield appears to have abandoned you. Interesting. Oh, I see why. All right, let me just pop that down there, nice and safe, and then grab that. That sword back. Well, whatever it was, it had a soul, so I don't think it was particularly like a mummy or a Reave. Oh, I'll leave my sword behind. So yeah, for example, this is one of the abilities that we've carried from the previous game, where we can just phase through bars. Nommy nom. Can't climb while incorporeal. Lots of them beacons around. Can activate that while in spectral. Where's my rebirth point? There's one on the other side, but I need one on this side. Interesting. We going climbing then? Quite reach that. Aha. I was going to say let's double back, but apparently he has other ideas. Ooh, sun disk. Okay. Not going to be able to jump up there. That's way too high. Still just too high to that. It's just too high. That you feel like you can make it, but you just can't. Okay, what do we got? You're not going to open until I've done the thing. That's fine. You're of the... Ooh. With Reaver on, press X to imbue with dark magic. Okay. Pressing X. You're just jumping. X. X just jumps. I mean, it's got the sun symbol on, so I don't think I can do anything yet. Not yet, okay. Well, we've got some walls to climb.
Throughout this ancient shrine, murals depicted the winged race, and the apocalyptic war against their mysterious and equally inhuman adversaries. These winged beings, it seemed, were not only the architects of the pillars, but of this enigmatic place as well. And just as in the pillar's chamber, this shrine was adorned throughout with imagery of the Reaver, depicted with the reverence of a holy icon.
Am I the Soul Reaver? Am I going to get my soul bound in that goddamn sword? Hello? I would like a soul, please. I have a gem staff. I'm not afraid to use it. I don't have a gem staff. It just faded from existence. Okay. Mirrors, lights, blah, blah, blah. I guess we should test all the doors then. That's blocking the light. We're going to need to bring that symbol here. Full Reaver can open that door from the inside. Hello. Wait, why didn't I phase? Thank you. Hi, Burn. Craven down there. No teleport back just yet. I think I saw one up there, actually. Hey. Well, they're definitely not humans. Or rather, not humans anymore. The guy I was thinking that they looked like is a guy called Malik, I believe his name is. He was the guardian of the circle. And it's just occurred to me, they kind of can't be to do with him. Simply because he's still being punished for that right now. He's becoming that entity as we speak, kind of thing. Because it's only just happened. Oh, you want to fight? Boop. Oh, that moves quick, doesn't it? It's still in your hand when it's getting shifted. Jaffa Cakes. Full moon. Half moon. Total eclipse. You get that advert? I apologize. Marketing doesn't work. Okay. So whatever we've got to do, we haven't done yet. We've missed something. She's small in front of the kids. Exactly. Jerry knows. Jerry knows that advert. Marketing doesn't work. Okay, so we know we can come up here. Let's think about this logically. Where do we want to leave this that it might be the right way to reflect the light? What? I can't shoot projectiles. I don't have that ability. Logically, this is where it started. So we leave it there. That should bring light to the darkness, I guess. Also, this is something really petty. Something that always bothered me about that Jaffa Cake advert. She's got a Jaffa Cake. She says full moon. No problem with that. That's absolutely fine. She takes a bite. She says half moon. Technically it's a waning, but you know, similar. I've got no problem with that. Then she eats the whole thing and says total eclipse. No. In a total eclipse, all you can see is the moon. That's not a total eclipse. You're teaching them wrong. Soul. Nope. Right. Okay. So, that lets us back to the courtyard. So let's just open that while we're here. This is door number 2. Okay, here's the reflecting pool and how we saw that, but how do we do so without you? I would need to be corporeal, I imagine, to move this. Is this a climbable wall? It is. That answers that question. Give me my spirits. Thank you. Right, where's the portal? There it is. That's lovely. You do that. I'm going to go over here. Tried to jump further up the wall so I wouldn't have as far to climb. Right. Okay. Corner. Now, how do we get up there? Must be another climby wall somewhere. Not you. Or something we can jump up, maybe? No? Say throw the projectiles. Ah, there's one. So let's grab that. Evening. It is the sucker of souls. Oh, that's my puns. My puns suck souls. No, okay. That was a long shot. Those walls have moved in slightly. You've shifted off angle. Other than that, I don't see that that's a aggression. Anything around the back changed? Oh, no souls to suck. Hey! That was very clearly mine. Can't have it, it's mine. Okay, so how do we get up there then? Really? Free yourself. Don't think I'm going to be able to just fly the distance. I don't think that's a thing. I can't see anywhere else into this chamber. No, can't see anywhere else in. No way to jump up the outside. No way to climb up the inside. Nothing shifted realistically when I spectral realmed. Okay, that didn't work. It definitely feels like I've got to leave that pointing that way. So that sun hits that. How do you get to that? No other symbols on the walls up there that would be like, yo, point that way. It was pointing this way to begin with. Require one more soul. Alright then, fine. I'll just open you again later. Doesn't mind. Anything up here? Possibly something up there. But no. No side rooms to go into, so it's just a case of climb and jump. You've not got any light coming through. Don't think we can break that. Doesn't it says shoot projectiles, but I don't have the ability to shoot projectiles yet. There's nothing in here. Can I pick up you though? It is an odd shape. Hello. Is that a hole? Or is that a picture? That's a picture. Right. So, there's a slight chance that I've got to put you through there, but I keep missing because I'm sucky. Hey. Hey. Move it. Don't think so. I've not got the option to... I can spin this, but I don't believe I've got the option to move these. That didn't help. Hello? Bounding box around you is very strange. No souls here. Pillar with a lighter shade. I mean the one with the broken top. Or that one. I suppose I could try and destroy that. That would... Oh, okay. Right. Not sure where you want that to be, game, but we'll move it as far as we can first, I guess. That's as far as we can. And that offers what? Hole underneath? No? Can't move forward, can move backwards. So that's as far as it will go. Can't tip it up. Or can I do it from this side? It's too low. I feel like I need to destroy it for some reason. Can't move that way, can't move that way, can't move that way. Okay. 360U, see if anything happens, but I don't think it will. One of the other chambers has a similar pillar. Okay. Maybe the light will take the top off of it or somehow later. So we're looking for Scooby-Doo pillars. Pillars that are lighter than the rest of the environment because they are interactable. Okay. Nothing here. Excuse me, I require souls. Thank you. In a time. Possible there could be one outside as well. But let's try this way first. That's the room where we need to get the disc to, I imagine. That's where we came in. Whee! Thank you all. Might not be in this room. It might be... I don't remember seeing anything lighter here. Might be back out the Soul Reaver door. Hello. Yeah, not seeing anything in this one. Bye-bye. Stop there. So there's something in here I need to do. Right. Not seeing anything around the walls. That was where one of those was hid. Yeah, I think that's just two different shades of walls. It doesn't look to be anything. Good spot, though. Right, so let's head back out through the Soul Reaver door. Feeling there might be another pillar in the room where we found the disc. Or I just don't have the ability I need, because it did specifically say shoot projectiles. And I can't do that yet. Hey. No, get away, it's mine. I can shoot projectiles. As soon as you said, can I remind you of an ability you got in a previous game, I remembered the bit where I was fuming because I couldn't get past something. And it was just a case of, yeah, just hold aim and press triangle. And I'd forgotten. Right. Come here, you. So, let's go back into that chamber at the top. Yeah, I can remember looking at the circular disc on the wall up above me in that bloody steam keep and being like, yeah, but how am I meant to do it? And trying to throw things at it, and you're just like, yeah, just use your ability. You can just do that. Right trigger, yep. I've been... the thing is, I've been doing that. That's how I've been throwing staffs and things. That's how I was throwing weapons. But I just forgot that you can do that without a weapon. Right, so, first things first. Interesting. Those don't look to be movable. There's nowhere for them to be moved to. Okay, climb, thank you. Yep. Doesn't move off the edge, so you can't tip it over to break something. Doesn't reach that far. Technically, yes, I think, but I think that's a depiction rather than something I can interact with. I think that's just a part of the wall. There's one on either. Get this one. What was the combination? Oh, well, there was that, wasn't there, where you could tip stuff up. Can I do that here? No. Maybe. No. Ah, controls. Come on. No, not that. Tried. Didn't seem to do. Why do you jump so far randomly? Yeah, I tried shooting the ceiling. If I just shoot the top of the pillar, it'll fall over. Just moves it. Simple showing the Soul Reaver. Have I just got to have the Soul Reaver out? Okay, so that's got its own special ability. Okay. Yet again, game just not telling you things. So. Let's move you. So if I pull you out and then do that, that should cause some interference and crystallization and lens flare and... Ah, okay, so that's what that's for. That's opened up a passageway. Help. Apparently you can't fly while you've got the Reaver in your hand. Another thing, it doesn't tell you. This is why I hate Metroidvanias. Because they do shit like this and everyone's like, it was so obvious. No, fucking wasn't. Right. We have the disc. Now we just need 4 elephants and a turtle. I'm guessing now I can reflect light. Can't attack with it. Okay. Whee! Let me in. Boop. Didn't seem to actually do anything. But I can't pick it up again, so that's a good sign. Can I... Soul Reaver shoots it. No. So, room number 2. Let's go to the other side. Yep. I guess I can't do this. Nope. My god, it's so easy to just miss. Like, I'm running around in a group of 3 swinging a sword, and they're like, yeah, sorry, no, mate. No hitbox there. No hitbox at all. Okay, so are you the same? Are you just wanting me to break through? No. Oh, wow, even just swinging the Soul Reaver causes that to build up. Okay, but I still can't get across there to turn it, so... Has that opened up a secret passage? No. Can I just shoot the disc mechanism to turn it? No. Destroy anything that I can see. Pillar on left. Oh, I genuinely didn't even see that. That was not in my vision at all. Right, okay. So that should now reflect the light and amplify it. Yeah, I just genuinely didn't even see that. Not sure what that does. Oh, hello. Created a bridge of shadow. Okay. Oops, wrong button. Alley-oop. Hey, look, it's not a boss room. Oh, it's actually not. Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm going to have to go and find out which of these I need it to be on. Trying to listen for something happening. Oh, there we go. Right. Thus the moon was illuminated, causing an eclipse. And the dark crystal was shattered, causing the mystics and the skeptics to split from their component parts. That's cool. Whee! Right. Let's go find out what this does. Hopefully it empowers the Soul Reaver to make it actually useful.
As I neared the altar, I suddenly felt the Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control, and I, merely its helpless puppet. The Reaver plunged itself into that mysterious altar, and devouring the energy that emanated from within, drained this place of its power. Thus sated, the Reaver released me, and I realized as I recovered control that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power.
Handy. So by... Ooh, more health. So by eclipsing the sun, we activated the Dark Forge, which allowed us to drain the darkness into the Reaver. Right, now we've got to go and do all these bloody
I
things.
understood the purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent.
Okay.
But these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
Okay, so they're less puzzle elements and more, here's how you power your blade. Okay, I'm not seeing a... Okay. And we've got our element in the bottom left to tell us what's going on. So now we've got the Dark Reaver we can exit.
Concentric circles, one eclipsing the other. I recognized this symbol from the door sealing that other ancient shrine, the one I had seen in the lake outside the Sarafan stronghold. Perhaps now, armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
Do we need to gain entry right now? Or won't we going back there till later? Something in my head said there might have been another door there. That's now been unlocked, meaning you can get the Dark Reaver when you come across it. Yeah, so if I switch to the Light Reaver, for example, I need one of those pillars in order to switch back to the Dark Reaver. Yes, that was understood. For any reason I lose the Dark Reaver, I find one of those to re-imbue. I remember seeing a door with darkness spewing out of it, but I don't know where. It might have just been that one, to be fair, that I just came through. Where am I going? Where am I going? It has to be this way. Dudum, dudum. Release me. Oh.
You're a ragged excuse for a savior.
Vorador.
I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
All good, I hope? I've been watching you since you emerged from that accursed stronghold. Strange that your arrival coincides with the corruption of the pillars. But I'm wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak plainly then. I distrust your origin, stranger.
Wow, racist.
Seeing you crawl from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the pillars' decay. And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the pillars' destruction or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well. Let us look at the other side of the coin. I have followed your journey and watched as you blithely unlocked secrets that have been sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Seraphan. And now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Seraphan could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the pillars, and the Reaver.
Fairy tales, boy. The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away, until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But you see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late. Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphan nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him.
Nah, I'm gonna go get him.
I don't know how you've come even this far without his guidance, or without the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphan. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
I had no less reason to trust Vorador than anyone else I had met. In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far.
Yeah, fair.
If Janos Audron was the key to all this, then I would find him, and Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage.
Okay, so that's why we need to go back to the key.
I had to find a way back into the stronghold, and I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
A chat with Vorador. Right. So, back to the lake. Let me go. Let me go. Ow! Bitch!
Taste my blade, vampire!
Right, so this should take us back down. I'm guessing then that the Triforce symbol that I saw is what? 3 elements? 1 darkness, 1 light, 1 neutral? Maybe? Doesn't look like it. I was half expecting to be able to insert the Soul Reaver into it. No, for one single puzzle that would make sense. For multiple, that wouldn't. Having to come back to each of these 3 times. We are going to need to drain this at some point though, so I guess that'll happen later. Right. Let's go see Squidly. I wonder if these things exist in the Shadow Realm. I actually found them though. Hey buddy, you got any news for me? Anything? What if I swim closer? Nope. Gonna be sitting there all grey-blind.
My
there we go.
wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This
but by who?
ancient race hope to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting your true destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
Your arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel. Deny my will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
Is the
Your
Deceiver in the
threats
room
are
with us
unmoving.
right now?
Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
I'm not quite certain, but one of his tentacles seems to be further up the pillar. Keep an eye on that. Right, back to the Stronghold Lake. Which, if I remember rightly, wasn't a short run. He does have a very long reach. He has 10 very long reaches. Don't know if it is, but it feels faster. Okay, so those activate each time you pass them. And it's just the last one that you've activated that you return to. Interestingly, it talked about dying in the Shadow Realm. That wasn't possible in the first one, as far as I'm aware. Oh no, it must have been. Because there was those creepy fuckers in there, wasn't there? Are we going to meet Ariel for the first and second time? No?
Seize him!
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, here, doggo. Okay, there's a dark one. Alley oop. Still don't know what we do with these. Some random doggo just chasing me. Oh, gone wrong way. Bye, doggo. Weirdly, in this game, compared to the first, there seems to be a lot more things to fight. And conversely, a lot less reason to fight them. By having my health degenerate over time, which again I don't remember happening in the first game, it's kind of led me to the understanding that fighting is pointless. Because it's going to degenerate and I'm going to go back to the spirit realm and then I'm going to heal to full and come back out anyway. So why would I bother trying to heal myself in this world? Well, right. That's just a save point. So, I don't think we have the Reaver we need for this. Don't think shooting the crystal is going to work. And he did say something about the depths of the lake. So let's go exploring. Is that... That should be more than enough for us to jump up, right? Yeah. So, what are we looking for? Something in here? Very dark, can't really see anything. And that's the way forward. Right, let's head up to the top then. Hello, there it is. Hello. You seem more suspicious than the... Damn it. Slightly tapped forward, thus I dived 60 miles underwater. That's just the way forward. Definitely said something about the depths of the lake. I took that to mean this lake and not the Squiddly Lake. Maybe I was wrong.
Get it.
You get it.
Die, fiend. Die,
Ooh.
fiend.
That's me. Okay, so... said something about the symbol. Doesn't reach. Like... That's not the symbol I've got at the moment. That's a different symbol. Oh my god, why do you do that? I'd literally just tapped forward. I didn't want you to go there. I wanted you to climb out. This one... Definitely the wrong symbol. Is there anywhere that's like, hey, this is what you're doing at the moment? This was just a save point, nothing else. Okay, so I think I need to return to... Oh, hello. What's that? I think that's just the other side of that same symbol I saw above the door, but I would be remiss if I didn't at least check it out. Okay, nothing there. So, we've got one of them up there, but that's not the one we're looking for. We've got one over there, but that's not one of the basins. I'm not seeing any other. So, let's go back to Squidly. Riddle me this, is there a teleport function that I'm not seeing? Like, can I just quick teleport back to Squidly's Keep? Yeah, that's where I'm heading back to now. Back to Squidly, because there's a second room there that I should have checked before I left. It was when it said that it was back at the lake that I was like, okay, well, let's go to the lake first. And I should have checked there first. Not that I could see. There was one for the light Reaver and a place to insert it, but I couldn't see anywhere to pick up the dark Reaver. But we will go back and check, no doubt.
There's one.
There's one. Still don't understand what that bit's for. There's a dark Reaver here we could get. Is the dog going to follow us across the river? Yes. Okay, right, let's kill dog over here then. My head. Okay, that powers that. So. Pull that out. Press Xbox X, apparently, to get Dark Reaver. And then we'll see if that does anything here, first of all, I guess. Nope, guess not. Can't jump up high enough, I don't think. Not quite.
Taste my blade, vampire.
Mama told him to use his head. She didn't say how to use it. Man's just trying to get ahead in life. So that's like a lunar eclipse version. So we've got a solar, a lunar, and a darkness. So it calls them elemental Reavers, but they're not actually elements by the look of things. They're phases of light. Okay, was there anywhere here with a moon symbol or darkness symbol? eclipse symbol, whatever we want to call it. Nothing that I can see. I mean, these things feel weird, right? It is just a tree, but it feels really peculiar. So, if we only lose Reaver when going back into Shadow Realm, then we can grab that Dark Reaver on the way and go back to the lake if we need to. Once we've checked here, which is a lot further away than I remember, we'll do that. Like that one. That one's the sun symbol, not the darkness. So I guess we're going to be coming back here at the very least. Hello. Evening, chaps. Don't mind me. Like, it seems weird that there's no teleport. Blood Omen had Bat Form. You could teleport to any save point. Soul Reaver had chambers you could teleport to. So why does Soul Reaver 2 have nothing? So, was there anything in here that required a sun symbol, an eclipse symbol? That would be a no. If we activate it, it is just a save, not a teleport. If we use our map, the Light Forge, Dark Forge, Time Streaming Device, Swamp, Subterranean Ruins. Okay. So, logically then, we would need to work our way to either back to the lake and try and open it with what we've got, which doesn't seem likely, or we need to work our way to the Light Forge to get that ability in order to open the gate. Wouldn't make sense. Why would the gate open for the dark? It should only open for the light. That will then get us back to the time streaming device. Though there is still a time streaming device in the swamp. We should probably have a quick look at that. I don't think it will be anything, but ow, dick. We should probably just take a look. Now we have our new powers. I'm imagining that when I go back in time, that's one of the entrances I can use. That each of the time streaming devices won't be in the same places in every time zone. I've played Chrono Trigger. I know how that works. If we are heading to the light device, we want to be vaguely east. So, I suppose we should check. Is there an eastern exit out of here? I haven't seen anything. But again, everything is quite dark.
There's one.
No, there isn't. Ow!
Die.
Bitch. What do those dogs look like? Ooh, horrifying, even more so. Nothing behind the waterfall, surely. Where was the... Right. Tried to be nice. My soul got obliterated. Where was the time streaming device in here? Below this bridge. There's a light forge there.
To arms!
The hell? I'm spamming dodge. I am spamming dodge. And this is why the combat in this game sucks. It's why combat in all Blood Omen games suck. Well, Legacy of Kain. I would like to dodge at all. That would be lovely.
Seize him.
Seize him. I seize him too. He's over there, look. I'm that fucking well. Jesus. Right. So, as suspected, Dark Reaver here does nothing. You can't go into the Shadow Realm, because that would take the Reaver away from us. That's just a save point, so let's head underwater. And over to the other basin over there.
Get it.
Get it.
Prepare to die.
Right. Just leave me alone.
Die, fiend.
Hell, woman. I'm dodging. I am pressing dodge. I'm not doing anything. That one was locked in animation. I require this. Thank you. So, this one, as I say, does nothing. Don't really know that symbol. I guess that's the Light Forge symbol. Hey, yes, sir. Hitting that does nothing. There's one over there. Let's try that one. But again, these seem to be points to get the abilities, not points to use the abilities. That is a light forge. So let's try on the other side of the gate. Does the Reaver's enhancement fade over time, or is it just when you go to the Shadow Realm? Ha! That was the other door. Right, found it. So either there was a Dark Shrine here that I've not seen. I guess it could be over there. Or you have to carry that quite a long way to get through. Yes, everything around that lake seems to be the lighter forge ability. So I wasn't expecting that to work, to be fair. It was just a matter of finding this gate. Let's get some health back while we're here. I'm not fighting two of you at once, you can bollocks. It's just going to be tedious. That looks like something to do with the Dark Forge. More symbols, more paintings. The light beginning to hurt, maybe? There's a Dark Forge.
These murals left no room for doubt. These winged creatures were indeed the architects of the pillars. And while the images were difficult to decipher, the pillars appeared to banish or diminish their enemies somehow.
Okay. With the Dark Reaver, press X to activate. Lose your Dark Reaver ability. Hey! Little bitch. In you go. Right. And switch. Steam when free. What have you done? I have no notifications. Whoop. Okay, so this is a light forge. What has happened? You have no notifications at this time. What are you doing? Are you being generous? Are you being... Or are you sending me random memes again? Okay, that looks like the Sun Forge to me. With 2 dark crystals. Okay, do I need a Dark Forge ability here? Reflecting light from those. Yep, okay. That makes sense. You know, you'd think Raziel would just learn to open gates. Probably make his life a lot easier. Come here, you. Get in my belly. Okay, reflectors. Pits. He had 1,000 years of the easy life. He was literally part of like some genocidal master race who nobody could touch. He had a real easy life. Never learned how to open a bloody gate, and that's probably what caused it. You know, servants to do that kind of thing for him. And then how long did he spend burning in the Lake of the Dead? From his own perspective, about a minute. Right, I'm not sure what's happened there, Essa, because now that seems to have come through twice. So I'll take a look at that after stream. What I'll do is I'll accept it, and thank you very much, it is appreciated, but then I'll decline the other one. I don't want to take that from twice, kind of thing. Well, thank you. That is very much appreciated. I will play that on stream at some point. Yeah, I think that was just Steam being stupid and not sending the notification. So I will sort that from my side, and I'll make sure that doesn't charge you twice. Oh, helpful. Thank you. Free sword. Oh. So obvious that was going to happen, but you've kind of got to, really, haven't you? The delay in your attack is so ridiculous. Right. Eat it. So... Yes, I have played one of them. I couldn't tell you which. A friend got me to play one on the PSP, I think. This is saying we need the Dark Forge ability. I know this is not going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to need to shoot that with the Dark Forge, I believe. So, let's now run all the way back down here. Yeah, I think it was a friend of mine who had it. Same guy who tried to get me into Monster Hunter. But he showed me that. And I remember it being, son of a bitch, interesting. I feel like I have played one properly. And I just can't think when and where. But it is a great game. Okay, can't do anything with that just yet. So we've seen the end of the puzzle. Don't do it. Okay, you didn't break me out, that's fine. No! Fine. Okay. I meant to put something here? That needs Dark Reaver as well. If we fall down here, we can just get back up. No Dark Reaver. Get out of here, you. Let's try this way. Oops, turned it the wrong way. That also needs a Dark Reaver. So there's a lot of doors in here that all need the Dark Reaver, so where do I get it? There has to be one. It can't be through there because you lose it when you go incorporeal. I haven't seen one yet, so it's got to be hidden somewhere. I would think it's not down there. Ow, son of a bitch. I would think it's not down here, just for the simple reason that this seems to be the end of the puzzle, and also requires it. I feel like we're... Yeah. I feel like we're trying to get the Dark Reaver here. I am a human-turned-vampire who lived for 1,000 years, then was cast into the abyss for a millennia, and resurrected by a giant squid who exists throughout all of times to be a Reaver of souls. So, he's not had it easy. Bless him. Not there yet, or do I want to try over here? That reflects into there, and that opens that one. So yeah, we need to come back this way with the Dark Reaver ability. So where do we find the Dark Reaver? Logically, it's got to be on the other side of the gate, otherwise the puzzle would be too easy. So we'll go through here. And now we need to find not only a Dark Reaver forge, but also a way back to life. So yeah, this is me transitioning into the spirit realm. Where apparently I'm now stuck. So when you die in the real, you come to the spirit. That's a Dark Reaver to get through there. But if there's no way to become corporeal here, how do you ever use the Dark Reaver on those doors? Except from the other side. Those are reflectors that put them onto those gems. And then the only way to become corporeal again is to go to the end of the puzzle. Bizarre. But again, if there's no Dark Forge... Ah, I see. There's another door I'd missed. Okay. We've got a long run down here to become real again, to run all the way back. Yeah, they're interesting games. This is both the third and the second in the series. The series is basically called The Legacy of Kain. I am not Kain. Which started with Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. Then we had Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain. Then we had Soul Reaver 2, which is this one. Which is why it's the second, because it's the second Soul Reaver game, but the third Legacy of Kain. Then I think we got... After this, it was Legacy of Kain Defiance. And then there was Blood Omen 2, Legacy of Kain. But I can never remember which way Defiance and Omen 2 came. Right. Damn, I was really hoping you wouldn't spawn. Give me that. Said. Give me that. Oh, you did not just disappear. You bitch. Okay, you retained the health. That's acceptable. Blood Omen 2 is before Defiance. Thank you. Never remember which way around those ones go. Okay, so that opens that, which should get us somewhere towards a Dark Forge. I saw you disappear. I saw you spawn and then vanish. Sucks to be you. Yeah, that was a clever decision, I think. Just GTFO. Right, so now we can go and put this in its little pedestal. Should be this one over here. Which will reflect light down the corridor, off of that onto the pillar. Let's also go and move this back now. It's me. Yeah. How far can you go before fading? You just go there. Right, okay. Okay, that should be in place. And I don't have to deal with the mummies. Yep. So, then we go down here. Which gets us what? Because we still need the dark saber to move that out the way. So that doesn't work without something else. Need the dark saber for that one. Is one of these doors not a dark saber door? And I've misunderstood. Can rotate you to open that. Oh, one more. And nothing of import will happen in this long, creepy corridor. Boss is dead. Guess I got the day off. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Okay, that's a dark saber still. So, right, okay, I see what we've got to do. We've got to pass through that with spirit form. And in here, there will be a dark saber that allows us to trace the puzzle backwards. There it is. Okay. Give me that. Right. Now I need to find my portal to the reel. Doesn't appear to be here. So I guess I gotta climb something. If in doubt, go up. I missed that. Yep. Is that what to do? Come on, stop getting stuck on random geometry. Right, turn around. Can't get back to the reel here, so I can't move anything. Don't think I can get... Ah, okay, maybe I can get up there. You can see that platform from below. Don't fail me now. Ah. Where's my real world? Aha, here it is. Darksaber will give us a bridge across there. Give me a poleaxe. Because something is going to want to fight me. One of these doors is definitely going to lock. You're going to shoot at me, aren't you? Yep. Right, Darksaber time. Fuck you! Oh, now I see what you guys are. Okay. Grab that. Spawn the Darksaber. I'm guessing you can only be hurt by the relative... colours? Oh, your keys to the forge. Roger that. So, now, we need to find a way back up there. Oh, no, we don't. We can open this with the... Hey! Okay, now we understand what those things are. I do still feel like we're going to have to come back here is the problem. Can we get up there in real? No. Okay. So we can't get back up there with the Darksaber, which means there's another way to get there with the Darksaber. Move the pillar? Move which pillar? These things. No interaction with those. Need the light one to get through that. Oh, it might be door. Okay, yeah. So I think basically what I'm going to have to do is run all the way back around the dungeon using the Dark Forge that I've just unlocked. That'll get me to the Light Forge, which allows me to come back down here and do the next step. It's a very back and forth puzzle. So now I can go across here. Should have turned that round before I jumped. You're the puzzle nerd. Right, so that cleans that room up, which means I can now spin this one anti-clockwise. Which opens that door. Where am I? Which gets us back on the other side of the grate with a Dark Forge. So now we have a way back in. And that bounces that off and lights up one gem. Now we need to do the other side. Do-do-do. A wimbo-way, a wimbo-way. Everything the light touches. What about that dark spot over there? That's Scunthorpe. We don't go there. We still don't know what this one is. Don't work this one out yet. And I don't think this is going to allow me to open it. Oh, it is. It just won't let the light through. So now once we turn the light on, that will be open as well. So we need to find something for that. So we can now go down here, shoot the eye, get the light forge, and then go back the other way. I can pick the... I don't know if I can pick the disc back up, but it won't be able to sit on that one anyway because there's no place for it. It's a different fitting. I think I need something else there. I will try it, but I don't think it's going to be what I need. Right, let's get rid of you. Blast the eye. No. Stupid thing. You only got me killed. Ooga booga booga. Then we pick up this, which will probably go on the other one, because this is a different fitting. Which will then open up the gems and change something, I guess. Past this point, I'm unsure, but it should be very clear once I've done it. Hopefully. Do I just throw it? I can't throw it, no. No, I wouldn't work anyway. Deal with this. Can't get through there. Get across there. I can put it down. What if I take this through this way? Because there was a door that required the sun here as well. Open! Ooh. That very clearly requires the light Reaver. So it's not that. Open sesame! Can I pull it? Doubt it. It's got a light Reaver symbol on it. No, no, pick it up. Put that down. Put that thing back down also. Help me. Okay. Oh, you can. That seems bizarre. So it spent all this time telling me, oh, you need this symbol, you need that symbol. I should probably see if I can climb with this. And then it just goes, yeah, but not for this time. Where's it gone? Great, I'm going to go all the way back and get that again now. Okay. So now we've got the Dark Reaver for this bit, we can go and open up that bridge, which should get us somewhere else. Out of my way. Excuse me. Fuck you. Oh, I see. I see how it's going to be. There's a second one. That's right. Get out of here, you. Okay, so now we have disc number the second. which I guess we do put on here, but that, again, completely different mounting, so that feels odd. Right. We've opened that door, we've opened both of those. That now lights the way. And we go shoot the eye to get the thing again. I would like a word with whoever designed this dungeon. And my word would be... the fuck? Why are the corridors all 6 mile long? Now I know that you guys feck off as soon as I pick this up. Feck off you shall. To get your steps in. After after 1,000 years of turmoil. You know, a bit of leg cramp. I mean, he did look rough back in the day, look. He weren't right good, bless him. I like how the terrain doesn't change that much. But you do. Right. Here. Headbutt this. Praise the sun. Praise it. Praise the sun. Oh, you broke it. Kain could do that. Okay. Soul Reaver. Dark Reaver. Light Reaver. Nerd!
I plunged the Reaver into the forge and imbued the blade with the elemental power of light. Thus armed, I now had the means to re-enter the stronghold and finally use Mobius's time-streaming device to accomplish my own ends.
More HPs. You did it with little to no help. Ain't you proud of me? Honestly, I'm kind of wondering if that was easier than I made it. I think if I fix the right side, the left side can be ignored? Oh no, yeah, no, you can't get, no, you can't, because you can't get back across the pit and you can't get through the door. Just wait there. Don't move. Don't move, skeleton. Right. Now be about your business. Steady. It's possible. I don't remember seeing anything in the Dark Reaver Forge that had a Light Reaver thing, but there was a thing nearby, I guess. We could do. Oop. Trying to remember what. I mean, there was certainly a light Reaver vent nearby. I don't think I've seen anything to drain the water, which was one of my problems. There was those 3 symbols on the floor, but again, those feel like I need all 3: the dark, the dark, the light, and whatever the other one is. Because we haven't found that out yet. But with there being 3 interactable points there, or 3 holes, it would make sense that you need all 3 there. Where's the exit? Surface. That way. Wait, is the gate closed again? God damn it. You close the gate? There's people out here, you know. Right. Is she? Woo. Wrong gate. Right, so we've still got the light Reaver, so we don't need to worry about going and picking it up. So let's go and activate this first, regardless of anything else. So that one can't be done, but we can obviously. Then we're going to have a wander over here, just because I can. Not that one. The enemies are dead here still. They obliterated their soul. I'll do the save point in a moment. Where am I going? I've not finished exploring and I'm not leaving yet, so there's no need to save just yet. So this is just a way to get the light Reaver while you're here. Oh. Then I want to save here so that if I go all the way over to the Dark Forge and there's nothing, I don't have to walk all the way back. I just reload. Right. This way to the Dark Forge. Have all the enemies gone because I opened the gate? Have they all fled? Oh, that's on a timer. Okay. Good to know. And knowing, as they say, is half of the battle. There's also still that twin cauldron thing we need to figure out. Now I've got 2 elements, I might be able to light that up. Maybe Mr. Squibbly will have information. Yes, hopefully. Hopefully he will. Feels wrong that there's no enemies. Like, none at all. Okay. Didn't do what I expected it to, but that's fine. I assume we'll find out what that is later. See, there's still this one. Don't know what this one is yet, so there's definitely a third forge somewhere. Oh, we have enemies again.
Here it comes.
Don't mind me. Passing through. No need to be afraid. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtains. Now, I am going to have to go Shadow Realm here, which loses me my Reaver ability. To be able to get through there to see Mr. Squidly. So I imagine we don't really need to come back here until we've got all 3 of the sabers. Hello. Oh, I'm trying to think of names what the third Reaver could be. Oh, so that one's not even lit. Okay. So there's 4. So if there's 4, that means there's a Light Reaper, a Dark Reaper, a Sun and a Moon Reaper? That doesn't seem right. Waning and Waxing? Twilight and Dawn? None of those names feel fitting for a Reaver. It could be Earth, Wind, and Fire, but we've only seen 2. One of which looked like a fire symbol. The other one looked like a lunar symbol. So I don't know how that's going to track. Well, he's not got anything to say for himself.
Do not fail me.
Okay. I will attempt not to. I will do my best, sir. Thank you. Hello. I've got a feeling this is a exercise in futility. You do know, yes. Yes, this is not a riddle me this. This is just a I wonder what they're called. It's going to be interesting to find out. Unless, of course, I just never play the game again. And then I'll never find out. And I can laugh in Jerry's face. Me and Jimbo just laughing at you with your cool hat on. Laughing directly in the face. So, that one is a Dark Reaver. But again, I don't think we can do it while we're underwater. So we would need to get out first. Where am I? It's a bit too low, that's why. Even after you gifted me this. Just rude. Unacceptable behaviour. Ah, there's the time thing. I'm guessing I still don't have the ability to open yet. Nope. I actually, when I installed this to play, I went to load the stream today and realised I'd installed the original, not the remaster. I was like, whoopsie. Figure if we're not doing it on OG hardware, which I am capable of doing because I own it, I should probably do the latest version and have the good stuff. Right, there's a forge, but which forge? See, again, that one's a lunar forge. I'm calling it lunar and solar until... Yeah, see, that to me is the moon. So that's a lunar forge.
There's another one. Get it!
Sweet, sweet QOL. Whee! Silly of you to put a climbing frame on the outside of your fortress, really. And again, that's a lunar forge. And we physically can't get back inside there. So, until we drain Squiddly's Swamp, there's no reason to come back here. And until, sorry, there. And until we have the lunar Reaver, there's no reason to come back here either. So, as we are coming up on that time, I think that would be a sensible place to call it for the evening. Right, guys. Well, thank you very much for keeping me company on this one. It has been a pleasure. It's, as always, has baked my head, as Metroids do, because I am bad at them. And I thank you for your assistances and your suggestions. What I'm going to do is call this one here. We'll be back on this next week. For those of you who are new to this, I do re-retro once a week, which is where I play my retro games. This evening we'll be back in around 2 hours' time with some more Monster Hunter stories. It's not going to be a story progression stream tonight. I'm going to do some farming, some grinding, ecological rehabilitation and things like that. So it'll be a more casual, chill stream on that. And then tomorrow, for those of you who are joining me, we will be doing some Monster Hunter Frontier, the MMO, over on the Rain server. So anybody who wants to can feel free to join me for that one. In the meantime, I am going to send you all over to see. I've got a feeling Canuck is just about to finish. No, Canuck still looks like he's going for a little while, so I'm going to send you all over to see Polite Canuck. He's playing some Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so give him some love. He's an awesome bloke, and he loves his RPGs too. And in the meantime, I shall see you all later. Have fun.